Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. The topic for today's session is force and moment of force. Our learning objectives are definition of force and its SI unit, turning effect of a force, moment of force, definition and SI unit, clockwise movement, anti-clockwise movement, factors affecting the moment of force, and finally applications of moment of force. So let's start the session. Force and SI unit. The definition of force goes like this: it is an act of push or pull which changes or tends to change the state of rest or of uniform motion of a body. Suppose an object is at rest, and if you push it, that means you are applying force. The object will change from state of rest into state of motion, and the direction of motion will be in the direction of the force applied. And if an object is already in motion, by applying a force, you can stop the object from moving. So the force is an act of push or pull which changes the state of rest into state of motion, or an object which is in motion can be made to stop. I hope it is clear. The SI unit. Now, there was an English scientist named Sir Isaac Newton who did a lot of research work on force. So to respect the scientist, because we came to know about force because of him. So, as a gesture of respect, the SI unit of force has been named after his name. So, the SI unit of force is Newton, and we will use as a symbol just capital N. Now, we will understand that while applying a force, it not only the object doesn't move in the direction of force, it can produce a turning effect also. This is our main topic for today. So let's understand with a figure. See, here the first example shows a ball is moving by applying force, and the motion is in the direction of force. See the figure. Here you can see a ball and see the arrow mark, the direction of the push. Now you can see the ball, the direction of move is in the direction of force. The ball will move in the direction of force. Now we will see another figure in which the direction of force is something else, but the ball is taking a turn. Why does it turn? There is a reason behind it. The reason is, if you push a ball, if you apply force on a ball which is at rest, and you notice it does not move in the direction of force, then what is the reason behind it? The reason is it is pivoted at a point. Let's see the figure. Look at this figure. The direction of force is marked as F, and the point of application is A. Now you can see the arrow mark. See the direction of motion. It is taking a turn. It is the force has produced a turn in the object. The reason behind this turning effect is the ball is pivoted at point O, and this becomes the axis of rotation. So by applying force, the ball does not move in the direction of force as it is doing in the figure 1. In figure 1, the ball is not pivoted at a point, so it is free to move. So wherever, in whichever direction the force is applied, the ball moves in that direction. But in the second figure, because the ball is pivoted at a point O, so a turning effect is produced. Whenever a force is applied, a turning effect is produced. I hope it is clear. Now, after understanding turning effect, we will come to the main topic, which is moment of force. Now, let's understand what is moment of force. The moment of force is actually the turning effect of a force about a fixed point. This is called as moment of force or simple moment. Just now we understood turning effect of a force about a fixed point, and that is what it will be called as moment of force or simple moment. Now, moment of force, they are of two types. One is clockwise moment. Clockwise moment, for understanding what is clockwise, the direction of this turning effect, let's take the figure of a clock. If we know clockwise is when the needle moves from 1 to 2, then to 3, then to 4, then to 5. This is clockwise direction. You can see the arrow mark. This is clockwise direction. So, if a force is applied and it turns the object in clockwise direction, then that moment of force is called as clockwise moment. Now, next we have anti-clockwise moment. Of course, the needle of the clock will not move from 1 to 2. It will move in the reverse direction from 1 to 12, then from 12 to 11, then from 11 to 10. This is anti-clockwise direction. See the arrow mark. So after applying force, if the force produces a turning effect, and the turning effect is in the anti-clockwise direction, the force which has a tendency to turn or rotate a body in anti-clockwise direction, the moment of force produced will be called as anti-clockwise moment. Now, what are the factors which affect the moment of force? Most important, there are just two factors. Of course, the first factor is magnitude of force applied, because more force, if you the larger the force, the larger the magnitude of force applied, more will be the turning effect, and vice versa. Means if you apply less force, less turning effect will be produced. And the second factor is the perpendicular distance of the force from the pivoted point. And yes, it is also directly proportional. That means larger the distance of the point at which the force is applied from the pivoted point, more is the turning effect. And if the distance is less, then the turning effect will be less. I hope it is clear. Magnitude of force and perpendicular distance, both are directly proportional to moment of force. Now let's see the formula and the SI unit of moment of force. The formula which will be used for solving numerical. So take it very seriously. Moment of force. The formula for moment of force, as we discussed, it is dependent on two factors, force and perpendicular distance. So here it comes. Moment of force is equal to force into perpendicular distance of force from the pivoted point. So in symbolic form, we can write M is equal to F into D. This becomes the formula for solving numerical problems. Children, you can see there are three unknowns, M, F and D. And if a numerical is given, then they will give you two things will be known to you and one will be unknown. Suppose they give you the value of F and the value of D, then what they will ask? They will ask you to find moment of force. But if they give you moment of force and force, then what they will ask? They will ask you distance. Two known things will be there and one unknown will be there. I hope it is clear. Now let's take the SI unit. Of course, the SI unit of moment of force will be the unit of force into unit of distance according to the formula. Unit of moment of force is equal to unit of force into unit of distance, and you know unit of force is Newton, we just now discussed, and unit of distance is meter. So the SI unit of moment of force is Nm, Newton meter. Now we will discuss about applications of moment of force, where all in our real life we can see the application, the use of moment of force. The first example I have taken is opening of a door by push. Now look at this figure. As you can see, a girl is trying to close the door. Okay. So you can see point R. Point R is the pivoted point. That means the hinge over here, this shows the door is fixed at this point. Now the girl is holding at point P. That means she is applying force at point P to push the door. That means the moment arm becomes PR. See the distance. Now you yourself imagine, if the girl keeps her hand on point Q, the distance, the perpendicular distance will decrease. If the perpendicular distance will decrease, you have to apply more force, because the work is same. You have to push the door. Okay, so the work will be same. If you reduce the perpendicular distance, then you have to apply more force. So if you keep your hand at P, the perpendicular distance is PR. Here the force applied will be less, because the distance is maximum distance. The distance taken over here, PR, which is moment arm, or you can call it as perpendicular distance. This is the maximum distance, and the calculation of moment of force is force into perpendicular distance. Here we have taken maximum length, and the value of force will give you the moment of turning effect of the door, and the door will close. Next we have turning of a hand floor grinder. See the figure. Now you can understand from the figure only that P is your pivot point, A is the point of application, and AP is the moment arm, perpendicular distance, and this is maximum distance, the maximum possible distance we have to take. In the example of door also, the girl was holding the door from the maximum distance to give it a push. Here also the handle has been placed at the maximum distance, and then when we apply a force at point A, we will apply our force, and the turning effect will be produced, and this is the maximum distance. So this will produce a turning effect. If you reduce the perpendicular distance, you have to apply more force. Next we have turning of a spanner. So here we have the spanner. Of course, we have the pivot point as R, and the point of application of force is P. So PR becomes your moment arm, the perpendicular distance. So when you apply force, there will be turning effect. The nut will open. Okay. So when you apply force, if the perpendicular distance is reduced, you do this activity in your home and try. If you decrease the perpendicular distance, you have to apply more force. And if you hold the spanner from point P and apply force, less force will be applied, because you have increased the perpendicular distance. You imagine that if you are decreasing the perpendicular distance, then the spanner will move, but you have to apply more force. Next example is turning wheel of a bicycle. Yes, you can see the axle, that is your pivot point. Point of application is the point F, that is the foot pedal where you keep your foot and apply force. That means FR is the moment arm. This is also the maximum possible distance. इससे ज़्यादा नहीं हम ले सकते. Okay, so this will produce a turning effect. Now turning of a steering wheel. Here is the steering wheel. Point of application of forces are, and see the point of application of force is, sorry, F, not R. R is the pivot point. R is the pivot point, F is the point of application of force. So this is again, FR is the maximum distance we have taken. इससे ज़्यादा नहीं हो सकता, पॉसिबल नहीं है. हाँ, कम हो सकता है. आप ब्लू कलर के जो आपको स्ट्रिप्स दिख रहे हैं, वहां अगर आप होल्ड कर लें तो आपको ज़्यादा फोर्स लगाना पड़ेगा. ओके, सो इफ यू प्लेस योर आर्म ऑन द रिम, जो ग्रीन कलर का है, वहां रख के आप हैंडल, यही आप देखते होंगे, यहाँ रख के अगर आप टर्न करें, you have to apply less force. Okay, so these were the examples. So I hope this topic, moment of force, is clear to all the students. In the next video, I'll be discussing how to solve numerical based on moment of force. Thank you, children, and God bless you. Hope to see you soon in the next video.